Hey everybody, Kevin here. You've probably seen on the page that we have heat advisories that will continue throughout the weekend, currently extended through Sunday night, could be extended through at least Monday evening. The thing is, temperatures are not that hot out there, and I know some of you are kind of going, it's not that bad. We've had a fairly mild summer so far, and that is true. But here's the thing with the heat index, the problem with that, and I know people like to make fun of it and say, hey, if it feels like 105, just say it's 105. There is a distinct difference, though. The difference is that when you have the air temperature that, in our case right now, is 97, 98 degrees, you can have dew points that are well into the upper 60s, 70s. That's very humid air, and those calculations will give you a heat index of 105. Here's the thing. The reason it feels like 105 degrees, even though it may only be 97, 98 outside, is because we cool off by evaporating sweat off of our bodies. The release of that water, when that water is dried off, the water droplets hold that temperature. Remember, water vapor is a greenhouse gas, so it holds in temperature. That's why a pool takes longer to heat up and why it's cooler than the air, which is why pools are so nice in the summer. But when it evaporates, it takes away that heat off of your body, off of your brow, your neck, those kinds of things, and that evaporation of those is helpful. Now, the more humidity, the more water you have in the air, the less efficiently you're going to evaporate that water off of you. So that can present a difference in terms of how your body is able to regulate its temperature. It kind of turns into a bit of a vicious cycle when you're sweating more because you're hot, but you're not evaporating as efficiently that water off of you, so you're not cooling down. So that sweat is actually holding that heat in, and your body can no longer cool off faster than you're heating up. So that is what leads to a lot of heat-related illness, heat stroke, heat exhaustion, these kinds of things. And it can really sneak up on you. I've talked to several family and friends who have really struggled with it this particular summer, even though the temperatures have been relatively mild. We've been pretty fortunate, but it's been very humid, and the humidity is what makes that difference. So that's why it matters. That's why you have to be careful over the next few days. Make sure that you're taking breaks during that peak heating. Take advantage of shade. Make sure you're hydrated. The other thing too, those I don't have one next to me, but those neck fan things, they look crazy. They're really nice. Moving cool air helps to evaporate that off of you and stay hydrated too. So when you're sweating too much and you're not evaporating it, you're dehydrating yourself, you're getting hotter. It's a vicious cycle. Make sure you take care of yourself over the next several days, as the humidity will be quite high and that heat index will be high as well.